All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to more Yu-Gi-Oh! My name is Raven from the Sky, and let's duel, okay? So this is NEZBIT's Machine King. He was a part of the group known as the Big Five from the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. I can't remember if it was season 1 or season 1 through 3. One of those seasons. Now, obviously, this isn't his original deck recipe. The reason for that is because I want to make it competitive, if it already isn't obvious. All right, it's just wasn't going to work online with the current state of meta. I've mentioned this throughout the series already, but for those of you lucky loos who are new to the channel, welcome. But that's why. So let's get into the deck recipe without this being too long-winded. All right, 3 infinite track harvesters. Basically, you can search out another monster, and what you want to do is you want to add that monster to the hand, preferably one that you can special summon. If not, then you would want to add this. Next turn, summon, and then see this one. It's basically the same, except he's a higher level, and he can let you extra special summon the monster that you get. All right, so special summon it from the deck, and then you can combine the levels. That is crucial for bringing out these big boss sieges here. Especially this thing is disgusting, man. I've had it used against me before, but till I got my hands on this deck, I've actually bought him out before. He's been in a few deck recipes before, but he was mainly just a target for extravagance. But this thing is disgusting. He wipes the entire board. Woo! And you use him at the right time, but when isn't it ever the right time to use him? Honestly, your opponent is liable to quit out. But anyway, I'm kind of jumping all over the deck recipe here. All right, basically, you combine the levels to bring out the big boss cards. All right, you search out good ones. Combine to make the big boss cards. All right, so Machine King prototype. This was in his deck. All Machine Kings, Perfect Machine King, Regular Machine King, and Machine King prototype he used in the anime. So pretty much gains 100 attack and defense for each machine monster on the field except this card. All Machine Kings have the same effect except this one is except the card. The other ones is everybody, including that card, which works really good with Clockwork Knight. Back in the day when Machine King was dominating Yu-Gi-Oh! Machine decks, all you really had was DNA surgery to really capitalize off of his effect. It wasn't no Clockwork Knight back in the day. In fact, I don't even really know when Clockwork Knight came out. This has been new to me since, about a few months ago. It's been new to me. I didn't even know. At the time of this recording, actually a lot longer than that. Let me rephrase that. Almost a year or so. Barrier State of Drought. I put 2 of these in here basically to shut down the special summon spam meta that we're in right now. Is like the game is it's so special summon dependent. It's ridiculous. Including this deck is special summon reliant. These things are just godlike. And they're actually, I'm not sure if they've been reprinted, but back when they came out, I had a bunch of them. They were all common, and they were completely underrated. But back then, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta, back in like 2006-ish, wasn't special summon dependent like it is now. It's just crazy with the sieges, pendulums, fusions, regular special summoning with the normal and effect monsters. It's just nuts. I mean, your opponent can go first and spam the field and lock the board up before you even have a chance to have a turn, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So, you don't have to run this. You can always run something else, like a Duelist or something like that. You really don't need much more than 2. 1 to 2 is enough. All right, so Ancient Gearbox, which I rarely ever use in this deck. 2 Anchor Drills. An absolute must. He sets up great combos with great boss cards. All right, you get a level 4 and a level 8. You can bring him out. All right, you special summon a level 5, going to another level 5, level 10, or level 9, a level 5, and that you can and bring out a level 9. You can bring him out and then go into Zeus from there. All right, because this thing again is freaking nasty. I understand why he's restricted to 1, because that. You manage to destroy one, you're just gonna bring on another and sweep the board again. That's just disgusting, man. Disgusting. All right, 1 trencher, One tunneler. I really enjoy. I've never played infinite tracks, but I thoroughly enjoyed them in this deck. Everything worked really well. I played Machinist before on the channel, pure Machinist, nothing added, no gear, no infinite track, none of that, just pure Machina, and it did really, really, really well. We were cruising with that deck, straight wins across the board. So we're gonna go with infinite track, Brutal Dozer, 3 of those. All right, 1 road roller. That's good. It forces your opponents to defense, especially when you go into Exige and have him as Exige material. When your opponent summon boss cards, especially with Clockwork now on the field, not only does it decrease their attack and defense, but it forces them in the defense position. And they won't be able to get out of it unless they get road roller off the field. It's just insane. I always make sure when I go into an Exige with it's these two. It's combo. I have road roller in it to bring down to rank 10. All right, 3 Machine Kings. 1 Perfect Machine King, 1 Machina Fortress. Absolute must. 1 Therion King Regulus. He was a new card added a long time ago. Added to the game. I'm not sure in real life when he was released, but he's good too. I like him. A machine type. He reminds me of a wrestler, but he's really good as well. 2 Machina Metal Crunchers. I usually use those to search out Citadel and Fortress. First turn if I draw him, if he doesn't get Ash Blossom. It's just ridiculous how it seems like everybody has an Ash Blossom in their hand first turn. And I know I'm not the only one. I cannot be the only one that feels that way, because everybody runs like a million copies of it. Obviously it's not in this deck, but trust me, everyone runs a million copies of it, and they always have it first turn. So when you go to search out and get your combo started, you get a Monkey Wrench thrown at your face. That in the form of Ash Blossom. All right, so we're gonna go with 1 Freight Train Hurricane, which I usually use to slap that down, slap this down. 2 combined level 12, go into AA Zeus, wipe the board, things like that. Same with this, rank 10s, something like this, because if you go into this, it'd be 14 would be too much. Has to be a level 12. All right. Oh, I'm sorry. Super Express Bullet Train 1 Machina Citadel, an absolute beast. Even when I played Machinas, basically when any machine, Earth type machine gets destroyed, you summon him. He can swipe the main monster board. Absolutely insane, and can provide an instant comeback. However, he's not immune to getting banished. Your opponent can banish and he can be negated. Just keep that in mind. But other than that, especially if you use him at the right time when your opponent least expect it. But when is he not expecting it? Because he's going to see when Machina Citadel goes to the graveyard. And if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh vet and been playing for the last 20 plus years, then you've already faced Machinas before, because they were the dominant. I want to say back in, when was that Machina Gear deck? It was a 2010. They were dominant back then. So the Fortress and Citadel combo, this isn't new. This is nothing new. But a noob probably would forget about him being in the graveyard and forget his potential, and blase. Next, 1 Regaki for sweeping the board, just a staple to throw in. 1 Machina redeployment, which I use to get Citadel and Fortress first turn if I don't get Ash Blossomed. So 2 of those. All right, 3 Heavy Forwards. Again, great for setting up your infinite track combos, going into this guy, and then you can attach this as a synchro material. Synchro material, Exige material to him or whatever, or whichever monster. 3. So we got 3 Heavy Forwards, 3 Clockwork Knights, bread and butter of the deck. Decreases your opponent's attack and defense while increasing yours. You can turn average monsters here into big beaters. Also further beefs up the Machine King engine by turning everything on the field machine type. So they can be at some crazy high attack, especially if you got the board filled up and your opponent got the board filled up. All right, 3 of those. 2 Urgent Schedules, great for urgent schedule change. You getting beat on the ropes, you could play that at the end. Your opponent's in phase, boom, boom. Or 2 level 5s going to an Exige, because I think the effect is negated, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the effects get negated. So you want to, but you can still Exige summon. So 2 of these, and you go right into this guy here. Or get a level 4. Nope, can't get level 4. It has to be this would be 2 level 9. So you had to go with 2 level 5s. And 1 Machina Overdrive. Basically, I use that like if Citadel's in the graveyard and I can special summon Fortress, or I can destroy this, special summon Fortress or Citadel, or any machine monster and target Citadel from the deck and special summon them. Instant 3000 tank on the field. Alright, so let's go into the extra deck. I never even used Gear Giant X. Let's see. 1 though. 1 River Stormer. Use that, force the opponents into defense. I have like these 2 as material. Alright, this guy, Earth Silencer, great for popping back row and front row. Especially if you have 3+ Exceed material on him. He's a great card. And plus, you can rank him up and go into AA Zeus, sweep the board. Alright. 1, what's his name? Jormungandr. 1 Leviathan. 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. Supernova or Super Dora. 1 Super Dreadnought Rail Cannon. Juggernaut Libre. Was it Libe? Juggernaut Lebe or Libe. Alright, Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. This thing is absolutely disgusting. He needs no introduction. Let me sum it up from this long effect. You slap him down on the field. You send 2 Exceed material to the graveyard. He swipes the entire board. Alright, leaving him in the wake of destruction. The lone warrior standing. Alright, and you just lay waste to your opponent. And he banishes the cards, not just send them to the graveyard. Oh yes, he do. So no, I thought he banished them. He just removes them. And then not only that, you can attach 1 card from your hand or deck or extra deck to that card as material. So he vacuums cards, and if you get enough 2 back again, then shoot, he can freaking. You can detach 2 more and wipe the board again. No wonder he's at 1. Absolutely disgusting. Right? 2. I rarely ever use these. 3 Goliaths. I used him a few times. Cleafort Genius 1, and 1 Ancient Gear Ballista, which I never ever used. At least not yet. I don't think. I never used that. Let's duel. All right. So we'll start with Clockwork. It's not much of a good hand. I'm wide open. We won't have a choice but to risk it for the biscuit. I can't summon anything. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, so we're going to go into this guy here. Seems he's not just sitting there. Oh, almost destroyed itself. Oh, Sangan. Oh, he's got last. He's probably playing the Last Warrior. Where else would you use that card? I used that in the deck recipe before this. I mean, the deck series before this one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.